Hey guys, this is Nitesh, and this I'm recording my commentary for this after the fact because for some reason the microphone just cut out in the middle of the recording. But yeah, at this point, I finally thought of the obvious thing of using those weights on the scale. But in order to actually finish it and make it work, I need the one that's in the dog bowl. It takes me a little time to actually think of giving him the bone. By the way, for this, can't guarantee that what you're gonna see on the screen is gonna match up to the actual commentary. Because this is all being done after the fact. That does kinda... Yeah, see, now I thought of using the bone. So, I figure now's a pretty good chance to kind of talk about my feelings about the game. You're probably gonna see this, later on. But one of the things that I like about this is that it's giving you a choice just as you're going around it. And as opposed to a lot of other games that give you a choice, it's letting you completely freely make that choice. The spider door? The spider door, I end up eventually finding the thing that can fix it, and I have a choice. I can either just close the door so the guy can leave, or I can bust it wide open, and then the spider thing can kill the guy, probably kill the girl too, which is what the jester wanted me to do. And it's basically like, what's the choice I can really live with there? And it's just, instead of pushing a choice on you, and instead of, how do I want to put this? Instead of putting the emphasis on the fact that it's giving you a choice in the first place, instead it's just letting me freely make that choice. And that's something that I really like about this, I could help out the jester and kill the woman. And, he was saying he would make it worth my while. On the other hand, the whole reason I'm there is because I just wanna help the one guy. Although frankly, I saw there, one of the times I backtracked back there, just thinking, okay, maybe I'm just missing something. I saw there that, I could dump him from his cage right into the spike pit. And, that's kind of an interesting level of freedom there. Because frankly, who is he to me? And it kind of lets me think, okay, helping this guy, who knows what it would do? I know he's desperate. I know he's desperate, and I know that whoever's keeping us captive is convinced we're both evil for some reason. I don't know who I am in this story. I don't know who he is. Who am I to decide that he's really okay to just stay alive? As I accidentally bumped the microphone. For all I know, he is as evil as they're all saying. For all I know, helping that guy out could be a huge mistake, and maybe the jester is actually right about the woman. But it still leaves that chance. I'm not gonna know any of this until I've made a choice. So, all that speculation can't actually lead me to any answer. Now, I also kind of want to talk about the visual style, because that's the obvious thing with this game. And I gotta say that one of the things that I really like about it, because of the hand-drawn visual style being used across the board, it's actually a little difficult to be comfortable. And that's an interesting thing. Here I am just rummaging around in the kitchen, and I don't know what's around and what might be a trap. There's one point later on where I have to get one of those ruby eyes. I have to get one of those from a painting of a knight, and I get really close trying to get it. And it's uncomfortable close, if that thing was actually alive, which at the time I was actually really worried it was, it could have just grabbed me. And even if that wasn't the case, it was so close, all I could see was that painting, the ruby eye, and I just kind of had this feeling in the back of my head, okay, I'm a little worried at this point that I can leave the painting and all of a sudden something's gonna be there. It's kind of, with the visual style, it's just a setting that you can never really feel quite safe in. As for the puzzles, I'm gonna be honest and say that it was really late when I was going at this. This isn't a good estimate of what the puzzles are actually like. But, there's one that I got to, and, the game actually just said, okay, you have spent so much time with this. Maybe a good idea to just go back to it. By the way, it actually takes me forever to see that ladder down there. I wander around for so much time, not even noticing that ladder. Yeah, it was late. So, you know, it's... In terms of its visual style, it's very comparable to a gothic horror sort of game. And I kinda couldn't shake the feeling that more of those elements were coming, but I just hadn't gotten to them yet. And, I kind of want to see, a lot of games on the market really push choice. However, that's just it. They really push it. They're so insistent about its choice. They're so, honestly, heavy-handed about it. They're very heavy-handed about the fact that, oh, this is a story about choice. This is a story that's defined by the choices you make. And, definitely nothing wrong with that. It's just that a game like this, on the other hand, just kind of shuts up and lets you make your choice, as opposed to constantly just telling you how important your choices are. It lets you actually experience that. It's the great saying in theater, show, don't tell. Speaking of uncomfortable, here's this knight here. By the way, the big reason I'm not going into the, actual voices for these characters right now is because I can't actually make out what the actual words are. Right now, I'm only running this in the Sony Vegas preview lane, and I can't actually make out the words clearly. But, I can tell you he's going on about how this torture is cleansing the evil from him. I finally got a clue about the door with the meat. And if I recall correctly, at this point, I run up and start trying to do the puzzle, completely forgetting I don't have the thing I need to actually start on it. So, yeah. Hang on. Do I go back up? No, wait. I progress on. So, I'm really looking forward to stuff that's coming up. It's kind of got that adventure thing of everyone's telling me to do stuff. But it's entirely possible I'm going to end up talking to the woman the jester wants me to kill, and then deciding, no, actually, I'm gonna kill the jester. Fuck that guy. So, this, like I said, there's two options with the spider gate. Either close it up, the guy doesn't need to guard the prisoner anymore. And who knows, maybe I can talk to him about getting some of the spider's poison. He was saying he was using it with the castle's weapons, so they had poison weapons. Maybe since I freed him up a little, I can get hold of some poison. Put that in the meat, free the one guy, or maybe I can if I'm feeling particularly paranoid about that guard, maybe then I can just, have the spider take care of him. So right now, I'm trying to remember all of this, and it's actually a lot easier than I'm thinking. Yeah. I put way too much thought into, trying to remember everything about this. So, yeah. We're actually coming up to... Yeah, you can see the painting of the knight I was talking about. I was talking about that painting of a knight earlier. Yeah. See, this thing is huge, and it kind of looks like you lose awareness of what's around you. Now that guy torturing, if I go across the bridge in that last room, I can take a ladder up to the torture room, and I'm pretty sure I can do that, and there's gonna be some interesting choices it'll give me about that. By the way, this puzzle, I don't actually know what a good solution for this is. I'm kind of thinking I just don't have the information for it. I'm kind of just thinking, maybe a little more exploring's in order. So, there's actually a good bit of stuff recorded after this, but this is basically the part where I stopped. I didn't end up progressing past this. The only other thing was the room right above this with the torture and the switches. I was playing around with that for honestly way too long. Thanks, motorcycles, for going by right now. Fuck's sake. So, yeah. There would have been a whole commentary behind that. Yeah, and instead, for some reason, my microphone just cut out on me. I don't really know why. Not happy about it. And I don't really know why it happened or how I can stop it from happening again. So, yeah, it's not the first time I've done long recordings with this microphone using that program. I'm using that program right now and there hasn't been a single problem. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Looking forward to what else this game throws at me. I get the feeling I'm going to love it and hate it, probably in equal amounts. So, keep enjoying the videos, and subscribe to help the channel and see more.